Welcome to the Sons of Gunn Podcast, your unofficial look at everything happening in the DC universe. We are your Sons of Gunn. My name is Matt File, and joining me, as always, my fellow Gunn boy, Jalen Blue. How are you on this fine Saturday evening?
We gotta say it, dog. We gotta
say it. Go ahead. No, that's you.
So,
that's all you.
Matt and I just did this whole episode together, and we got probably 85% the way done before I realized I forgot.
That's a solid percentage.
I forgot to click record, so we're doing it again.
So there's probably a ton of stuff that was good that's just on the cutting room floor. Y'all are getting
wasn't meant to be.
You're getting the studio version. You're not getting the director's cut this time. But
yeah.
How has your Saturday been? What do you got going on?
Good. Saw my parents, hung out with them. Besides that, I've been chilling. What about you?
I have been playing softball all day. I had our end of the season softball tournament, and we surprisingly won our first two games. We did not expect to. We played really good. And our third game, we lost by 1 run in extra innings. And so we'll go back tomorrow morning and play at 9 a.m. And depending on if we win or lose, that will decide what the rest of my day looks like. But yeah, it's hot. I'm pooped. It has been one of those days, but it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
Absolutely. I got one tomorrow, and it's going to be steaming.
Yeah.
But some good news on our end. This is our first YouTube. First time recording, seeing our screens on YouTube. So it's going to be new for me and you. It's kind of an upgrade. Yeah. It's going to be new for us, so bear with us.
Please bear with us.
Yeah, we're still getting used to it.
Yeah, you might see me grab my vape. I apologize. Usually we edit stuff like this out, but like we want to have full things, and I'm addicted to nicotine. So as we do this, I will work on my nicotine consumption on live or recorded things. But no, I'm super excited. It's just another one of those steps that we wanted to get to, and we got there. So now we'll be posting these as well.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. I'm super excited, and hopefully it reaches a new fan bases that we haven't been getting, and it's exciting because everyone's be watching YouTube. So
yeah,
we'll get there. Starting off with some DC news to start us off today. Lanterns kicks off at a Comic-Con this week, so that'll be super exciting to see what all news comes out of there. We tried getting you some Green Lantern rings. If anyone can, please do.
I just know that they're only selling merch or giving merch or whatever. I think it's only for that like training booth or whatever they're having, which looked really cool. So I was just tossing it out there. If people we knew happened to be going by there, I'd be willing to give money to get merchandise. But it looks super duper sick.
It does. Some casting news is in the Batman Part 2, which has been delayed until 2028. It is rumored now that Sebastian Stan might be playing Victor Zsasz instead of Harvey Dent, and ScarJo now might be Poison Ivy instead of Dent's wife. Again, just rumors. We're not quite sure. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, they've changed the characters around a bunch of who they thought, and from my understanding, like Sebastian Stan's been seen with like a shaved head, so that's why that rumor is happening. I think they'd be great at both of those characters. I really want Poison Ivy to be in universe because I really want her to be able to like pull vegetation and grass and vines and stuff out of the ground. They're gonna.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be getting that in this one.
No. Which is why I'm kind of surprised that might be who she is. And we also, our guy from Eternals they're trying to say he might be Harvey Dent now
Yeah.
instead of, well, nobody really knew who he was going to be anyway. So, no, yeah, and they think Scarlett Johansson would be the probably like main villain if that is correct, is what most people are saying as well.
Yeah, which is pretty interesting. And I saw the House of the not the House of the Dragon, Game of Thrones Lannister father, who's in the movie as well, might be
Yeah.
playing the connection to like the Court of Owls, and Scarlett Johansson might be trying to take out a lot of those members through poisons and toxins. Who knows? It seems like an interesting concept, whether it's the Dents and Court of Owls or Zaz Ivy and the Court of Owls, whatever it is. The delay another year definitely is kind of a shock. I wonder why that is. You just want more time for filming, or maybe some CGI stuff. I don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
some.
It just means like that's gonna just push Batman stuff in the universe more. Maybe not. I hope that they just are like, all right, we gotta pull that band-aid and just like have him start showing
Yeah,
up and stuff.
I think so.
I hope so. I mean, you would think Batman, if something like Brainiac is like coming and like gonna destroy, and all these other superheroes are supposedly there, you would think people like Batman and Flash would be a
Yeah.
part of that. Other people have kind of, they could be somewhere else. Like Wonder Woman could be on Themyscira. Aquaman's obviously in the ocean. Cyborg might not be Cyborg yet. All that stuff is fine, but Barry's in Central City. If Brainiac's doing stuff to Metropolis, you would think that that's affecting Central City and Gotham for sure. Central City's not that close to them, I don't think. But we'll see. I understand distancing yourself, but if we're getting all these other characters now, give me.
Speaking of other characters, we are getting Blue Beetle apparently now in the Man of Tomorrow movie, which is kind of big for us, which means that Blue Beetle is in some form or fashion kind of canon to the DCU. You were saying it might just be the character, not the project itself. We might put it as a pre-phase. Who knows yet?
Yeah, that one's an interesting one. I only watched it once. I don't think it had anything that would connect it to Snyderverse or the DCEU. I don't recall seeing like anybody that worked for Argus or anything like that. So I think the whole movie could, come in universe. And to be honest, you could just drop the movie anywhere and be like, here's in front of probably Man of Tomorrow, but it also seems weird to like have Blue Beetle as like one of your first movies in your universe. And so, I was saying earlier, maybe you just say Peacemaker season 1, Blue Beetle, The Suicide Squad. These movies are here. If you want to go watch them to like learn more about the characters, kind of like the Spider-Man movies now, as we're heading into like Doom Brand New Day and like Doomsday and stuff, we have no confirmation that other Spider-Men are showing up, but they were in the last movie. So if you want to know stuff about Spider stuff, you can cheat and watch Kyle's video on YouTube for 8 minutes, or you can go on Disney. That episode on Disney was really cool. I watched it the other night, but
I saw that today, and I was like, oh, I was curious what that was.
Watching. Yeah, it's just kind of a little longer version of what Kyle made. It's just like clips from all the Spider-Man movies.
Which you're referencing our friends from work. Kyle Sconowell made a hypercut Spider-Man video. It's actually really cool. I watched it. If you guys are going into Brand New Day and want to look cool, little like reminder of what else happening in Peter Parker's life, go check out that over the Friends from Work podcast.
Yeah, I can't wait to have enough projects in our rear view where like we might could do something like that.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
We don't have enough. We're trying to decide what's canon and what's not. But it is cool that I thought that character could be used as like the Spider-Man version for DC. Like the guy that does the acting for Blue Beetle is really good. He's got like the quips and the can be jokey and be serious like Tom. And so I'm glad that they have him, kind of being the cocky, silly, young, good looking guy that's just like
Yeah.
there trying to figure out. Maybe by
What's going
now
on?
he like really understands because that whole movie is like him freaking out because I mean he's got an alien scarab
Scarab.
attached to
Mhm.
to him.
I've only
But if
seen
they
it,
do
like
it
I said,
right,
like a quarter of the time, a quarter of the movie. So I am curious to watch it, basically
yeah,
for my
and
first time to see how
I
it
thought
fits.
they did really good, and I thought that like the way they depicted and like showed him in the suit and stuff was like on par with Iron Man movies and stuff like that, like visually and like the way they like made it look.
It was
So
a whole practical
no,
suit, wasn't it?
there was a whole practical suit, but obviously just like Iron Man, when you're flying through stuff
Right.
with like your boosters and stuff. But no, he'll be a cool character to add. It'll be interesting to see what he's going to be used. There's been rumors maybe he's already joined the Justice League because the Justice League was actively recruiting people in Peacemaker season 2. So maybe as they were recruiting, they just signed uh White Bunny or White Rabbit, whatever her name is, and Blue Beetle. Like those were the recruits that they signed because she's also supposed to be in Man of Tomorrow.
I,
So
I did see that.
so
That too.
maybe they're on the Justice Gang now, or maybe he's trying to get on the Justice Gang, or it could be as easy that like we get this big speech from Superman, and you have like a cut to random heroes like watching a TV or a computer or like getting prepared to do what they got to do in their own spot. So we have no idea, but he's one of the bright spots from the kind of past regime to bring along. So I think it's a good call.
Yeah, and I was kind of saying like how on social media it seems to be like he's being well received, being brought into the DCU.
Yeah,
People are actually pretty happy about that. That was some I
and
was
he
kind of
loves the
curious.
character.
Yeah, and that's the biggest thing of all is whenever you get actors who actually enjoy being these characters and being in this world and wanting to do this for as long as they can. It makes it all more worth it in the end.
Yeah, he puts off Amon, the girl that
Milani.
plays Kamala. Yeah, that like he really loves playing Blue Beetle, and when the announcement came the other day, he posted a picture of him in the practical suit and then a picture of him with George Lopez like at their kitchen table because George Lopez has a wig on, in that movie. He has really long hair.
Yeah.
Um, and he wrote about it. He was like really glad that you guys like continued to be loud, super excited to like take this character forward. He called him Blue Beetle Nation or something like that, and uh, he was like, was a dream come true and the best project I've ever worked on. Here's two behind the scenes photos from me working on the set, and he posted them. So
Yeah,
yeah,
it's pretty cool.
anytime an actor and an actress is like actually gonna post pictures of themselves doing the project, like that means that they're enjoying it, and it's just double cool when it's a comic book movie because that means that they probably spent the time like reading the comics and learning the backstories and stuff like that. So I can't wait to hear him go back and forth with Guy. That's gonna be funny, and I could see him and Hawk Girl having a thing because they're kind of
Same
like
age,
the same
basically.
age. Yeah, in real.
And
Yeah,
Latino
so
together.
yeah, so that could be a thing too.
I'm excited to watch the movie with you. Probably post Clayface sometime. It's a movie we can visit and see how it fits
Yeah,
for us. They'll give us a
yeah,
little
it'll
something in
be
that off season.
yeah something that we would want to watch before going into Man of Tomorrow. Like we'll probably build a Man of Tomorrow rewatch, which will probably be just whatever has come out before Man of Tomorrow, and add like Blue Beetle and the Suicide
Uh huh.
Squad, and because they're all in it. I did find something interesting out of all of the confirmed characters and actors and actresses that have been announced for Man of Tomorrow. Cena's name's not on there. And they've said that salvation is supposed to be a big part of the movie.
Is it not yet?
That's what Gunn. I thought that's what. Look, we're on YouTube
Oh,
now. I'm gonna
confirmed.
get
Confirmed.
shredded for just saying random stuff, just like James. James said that Affleck's coming back, dog, and you're gonna be like, "Did he?" And I'm gonna be, like, I don't know. I thought that.
I don't
I'm
know.
pretty sure.
We're on YouTube.
No, I'm pretty sure that he said that salvation is gonna play a big part, and by the end of Lanterns, like that will like mesh to go forward. I maybe dreamt that. I have
I
no
bet
idea,
you
but
he's in it. He's probably just not like a confirmed part yet, but I bet you he's in it for sure.
is
I also have some more news on some upcoming projects. It seems the Booster Gold and the Mr. Terrific series are moving forward. Booster Gold's script has been confirmed, turned in, and ready for pre-production. And I saw that the Mr. Terrific TV show is also just says being moved forward with. Whatever that means in studio terms, I don't know. But it's at least two more shows that we're getting for some pretty big characters. And I know me and you really loved Mr. Terrific from the Superman movie. He was a highlight from it. And then Booster Gold seems like a pretty interesting character to have around. Uh, not not sure like much of his stories. We've discussed he's very much like a Chris Pratt type of character, but curious to
yeah.
see how that all folds in.
I want it to be Chris Pratt or somebody like that. That seems to be how I know Booster Gold is as like a Peter Quill. So it'll be interesting to see who they go with, but they've also all pretty much said that it was Kamal from the Eternals, and like somebody's wife said something about it on like a tweet or something. I can't even remember. So that might be a done deal. But we'll see. Hopefully Booster Gold will be fun. I mean, with
I think
all
it'll
the
be a
like,
comedy, yeah, for sure.
yeah, and multiverse or time travel or however you're calling it, there'll be plenty of stuff out there now to like play off of or use to make it unique. I did find that Gunn did say, somebody asked him at James Gunn, can you please clarify how is that finale gonna set up Man of Tomorrow? Like I'm genuinely very confused about this. And James said back to him, where Chris is at in the end, what is happening between the government and the metahumans, Rick and Lex's new partnership, and all of their decisions to do what they did is all a part of the future, Man of Tomorrow, and more.
He'll be
And
in it.
so,
Cena's
yeah.
gonna be
So
in it.
then there's other like quotes where it's like, Salvation will have a massive role in Superman, Man of Tomorrow. So yeah, you would think Cena's gotta be in there at some point
Probably
in
just
time.
not confirmed. Kind of like how Tobey Maguire's like not confirmed in Doomsday, but we all know he's in Doomsday. So it's like one of those things.
Do we? Do we all know that he
At
is
this
confirmed?
point,
Do you think
so
hold on, super hot
okay.
take before you move past that. Do you think Garfield will be in it too, or just Toby to like have an
Just
older
Toby.
Spidey. Just Toby.
I think just Toby.
I mean,
My
yeah,
prediction.
I don't know why you would bring them both back necessarily, but I do know how much Andrew Garfield loves playing Peter Parker. So
Maybe in Secret Wars, but for Doomsday, I think just Toby.
oh yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah, Secret Wars probably like bring it. Dump
Everyone.
Nicolas Cage's Ghost
Yeah.
Head or whatever he's called. Master Motorcycle.
Ghost
What's he
Head.
called? Fireface.
Ghost Rider. Yeah.
Fireface.
Fireface. Dr. Phosphorus.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay, anything else on the news front before we jump into our kind of fantasy squads that we drafted February of last year?
Nope, not. That's all I got now. But yeah, like you said, we kind of did like a DCU fantasy squad, consisting of 5 fighters, which could be either a hero or a villain. Then you get to choose one project and then one Hail Mary. Your Hail Mary is a character you think that is not confirmed to be showing up, but might show up in any of the 3 projects of the year. This is only for the 2026 slate. So this is for the Supergirl movie, Lanterns TV show, and Clayface movie. If you're a longtime listener who listened during our draft, you might remember our teams being Matt is Supergirl, the hero, Clayface, the villain, Hal Jordan, the hero, Krem of the Yellow Hills as the villain, Crypto, the hero, Supergirl, the project, and Rick Flag Sr. as a Hail Mary.
Let's go.
Very solid team. Very solid team.
Team Matt. Matt's of
My
tomorrow.
butt.
You know what I mean?
Matt's of tomorrow. Oh, dude, I'm putting that as your team name.
Matt's of tomorrow.
Matt's of tomorrow. I know.
Matt's.
Now I got to think of mine.
Matt's of tomorrow.
Don't ask me about English.
Tomorrow? No, I'm just.
You're the Matts.
Just Matt. Just Matt of tomorrow because they're saying man of tomorrow, singular Superman. So just Matt of tomorrow.
Matt of tomorrow. My team consists of Jon Stewart as the hero, Lobo as the villain, Ruthie as the hero, Sinestro as the villain, Clayface the project, Guy Gardner the hero, and then Atrocitus as my Hail Mary. Getting into it, you get points based off if your fighter is the main hero or villain, or if they're a side hero and villain, if they get a cameo in another project. If they save lives, if they're heroes, they get plus points. If they kill while they're villains, they get plus points. Where it's negative if you're a villain or a hero. Negative if you kill, negative if you save lives if you're a villain. A couple other little fun points scattered throughout there. We'll get to those if our characters get to them, like members of your team interacting. And then your projects gets their own score as well. Starting off with your team, you have Supergirl as a hero, which means that automatically gives you 10 points as the main hero. You also get 5 points, which is the max for saving lives. You've saved the max amount of lives you could during the film. We also give you -2 points for at least the killing of Krem of the Yellow Hills there at the end of the film.
Yeah, we got to confirm if Kara actually killed the alien in the bar that takes the sword from Ruthie. And this hurts me, but I sadly think she does stab him, but we'll have to confirm that to go back through that. And we couldn't think of any other deaths for Kara.
I think you might be right, but we couldn't confirm, so it's being -2. It's -2 per kill, so you get -2 for Krem. We will, if we have to edit this, we will.
Yeah.
But
you
might be
a
-4.
World. Other projects haven't even come out yet, so we'll have rewatched it and can come back in here and be like, you know what? We got to edit that. We rewatched it and we saw blah blah. So.
Oh yeah. Full potential moment we said there at the end with that needle drop. We're going to consider it as a full potential moment. It was actually a pretty dope scene. I think with taking out all the what are they, brackens is what they were called, super quickly.
Yeah.
You get 2
Is
points.
it Brackens or Braggins? Is it with a K?
I'm not quite sure, to be honest.
Braggins, yeah.
Braggins.
I think it might have a little G and a K in it. Braggins. Maybe.
You get 2 points for Supergirl interacting with Krem and Crypto, because you have both those members on your team. So you get 1 point for each. So that's 2 points there, giving you a total of 18 points for Kara. Krem of the Yellow Hills, you got 10 points for being the main villain, which you got a lot of good points here for having a main villain and a main hero. That's huge. He got the max amount of points for kills you can get with 5, or all the killing he did.
He did have more than half of it on Ruthie's family.
Yeah. So Ruthie's family alone got you a lot.
3 kills, yeah. So wrong.
All those kills for nothing, though, as you get minus 5 points for dying at the end of the film, and a non-sacrificial death, the death by Kara.
Lame Krem.
So Kara doing that actually gave you a total of what, negative 7 points just for that one scene alone, between Kara's points and Krem's points. DCU debut, you take the IMDb score and divide it by 2. That gives you 3 total points for Krem of the Yellow Hills for making his DCU debut. You also get 2 more points for the Supergirl and Crypto interaction, bringing you to a total of 15 points for Krem of the Yellow Hills, who I think you've got to be the only person probably this year who got anything positive from Krem of the Yellow Hills in the past month. Crypto, we decided he is considered a side character more than a cameo just because of his role within the film. So he gets 7 points for being a side character. You get 2 points for saving lives because we said at the bar, was it, that he saved Kara's life during that fight? Whenever he bit the old boy's nards?
Yeah, he gets let out the door by Ruthie, I think. But he comes running out and bites the alien, and the alien drops her.
We're going to count that as saving her life because she was getting choked out. 2 more points for the interactions with Supergirl and Krem, which gives him a total of 11 points. Moving on to your Supergirl as your project. I'm going to go over here to our project scoring. So starting off with the IMDb. It has a 6.1 star on IMDb right now, which gives you 6.1 points. Rotten Tomato has a 54%. Boo. Gives you 5.4 points for the project. And then, oh, wow, I just go back. And then for Rotten Tomato audience score, it's got a 74%, which gives you a 7.4. Adding all those up gives you 62.9 points as a team. That is
all right.
That is pretty big. I am nowhere near that right now. But you on your fantasy now have 62.9, basically 63 points. You're going to be kicking my ass. You're going to be laughing at my team here. Is Lobo the villain? Lobo, I think we can say he's kind of like a side villain. I think we can agree on 7 points. He wasn't the main side villain, so I get 7 points there. Saves lives. I did consider him saving Kara's life there whenever she's
he does
about to get hurt. He beheads that one dude, saves her life, and then I think he saves Ruthie's life in another point of the movie. At least whenever he's riding off with the bombs, he helps save their life. So I am going to take -4 points for 2 lives saved. I could think of for sure 3 kills he has, which gives me 3 points. I know he beheaded that guy, which is 1 point for sure. And then I'm think with his little like chain axe thing, he killed 2 more from what I remember. Again, if it's more or less, we can go back and edit.
You might end up maxing that out after we rewatch it. Like you might.
I think so.
Like when he's in that, like he might kill more than a couple.
I think so too, but I wanted to be somewhat fair just off the top.
That makes sense.
So 7 plus 3 minus 4. Okay. His plan succeeds. His whole plan in the whole movie was to literally just track down that one guy and kill him for the bounty, and he actually did do it. So you get the points for that, and that is plus 5 points, right? Because a villain plan succeeds. Yep, plus 5. Then I get my DCU debut. I get 3 points, just like your Krem. And then members interaction, I get 1 point because the only other member I have is Ruthie, and he did interact with her in the cell. That brings Lobo to a total of 15 points for me, which looks like both of our villains, Krem and Lobo, kind of got the same.
Mm-hmm.
My other hero is going to be Ruthie. She, again, I'd say was a side character. I would say Kara was the main. She's more of the side, if being fair. Here's one I need your help on: saving lives. Did she actually save a single life in the movie? I don't think so. I could not think of a moment where she actually
You could maybe
saved a
argue
life.
that she saves Lobo's life by letting him out of the cell, because the next thing they were gonna do was kill him. Well, I guess they don't openly say that they're gonna kill Lobo. They said that they were gonna kill Ruthie.
Yeah, and then all the brides. I think Supergirl was the one that saved. I don't think
I
she
would be
actually did, to
okay
be
if
honest.
you chose Lobo as a save, because
As a
again,
save.
he was locked in a cell, and if he doesn't get out of that cell, that place blows up.
Okay.
And
So then
she
I
was
get 1 point
leaving.
there.
Yeah, and she was leaving, so she actively turned back around to go let him out, even though he was kind of the one running that. But no, I think that's
I'll
fair.
I'll take the 1 point then. Thank you. No
She got to
kills.
kill.
Did she
No,
kill?
she
Did she
got to
kill?
the guy
Who'd she
in the
kill?
cage
No.
before she gets out. The guy that she gets on his back and chokes him out.
Did she kill him? All right, here's my argument to that. Did she kill him or knock him out? Because the whole point of the film is Supergirl making sure she does not kill because it will taint her. She does not want to kill
That is
Krem because it'll
fair.
taint her.
That
So
is fair. I don't think they actively show you anything that would say that he dies or not. I just know that her play
I
is that she chokes him out. So,
I want
and
to say it's knocked out, but because only for the fact of the whole point of the film is for her not to take a life.
yeah, in real
Yeah,
life he would have been dead, because also on top of that, Lobo said that the spikes had
poison on
poison
him.
on the tips, and he just fell straight forward. Like, you're gonna catch one of those. But I mean, then you can
I will put an
argue that
asterisk around it. How about that? Here's
no,
what I want.
I
I
don't.
want
Now that you're saying out loud the actual main premise of the movie is that's true. I wasn't even thinking that Kara's like, nah, girl, you can't kill anybody. It's gonna make everything so much worse. But she messes that guy up for sure.
she does. No full potential moment. I don't think anything else really here. Her DCU debut gives her 3 points, and then her interaction with Lobo. So that brings her up to 12 because you gave me that one. So I got
You don't
12.
think
So
she had a
basically,
full potential moment?
I don't think she did it. Do you?
I mean, my only argument to that is what else would she fulfill? Like, for Ruthie and that character,
For me,
she
a full
she
potential
didn't
moment is
kill.
something to where it's like a inspiring. This is you at your
Yeah.
max. This is I don't think
She
I got that from Ruthie.
No, I don't think it was portrayed that way, but I was just kind of thinking like she didn't kill, and that's all she wanted to do the whole movie. She didn't do that. She, like, by the end of it was like friends with Kara and like got to like have fun with them. She's safe, she survived. Yeah, I just couldn't. I was like, well, for Ruthie, that she got about as far as she could go. I don't know if there's much more of a ceiling she can break through. But I see what you're saying. Like there wasn't like a moment from
Yeah,
Ruthie.
like a
Yeah.
yeah, the oh yeah, that's it.
Yep.
So
No, that makes
looks
sense.
like our villains were exactly tied, and then my Ruthie and then your Crypto are basically the same. You got 11 from Crypto, I got 12 from Ruthie. So
I'm
with that,
telling you,
my whole
you're
team
gonna catch me because of the score of the Clayface movie. That's what's gonna pull
Clayface.
you past me.
I'm also hoping John Stewart with Lanterns coming up gives me a couple
Oh well,
points.
yeah, you're gonna get all the points
Good.
I got from Kara.
Yeah. So you're sitting at 62.9 points. I'm sitting at 27. You're kicking my butt right now. And then I wanted to show you this just because if you remember, we made Superman off limits because we said that even though he wasn't for sure confirmed at the time we did this, there was no trailer with him in it yet. We were saying he can't be anyone's Hail Mary. But I was going through this and being like, how many points would he have gotten? And I kind of just want to show you this. So, cameo, of course. So, 5. Um, a reference. I'm gonna give him 1 point there, and the reference for the newspaper clipping that's at the beginning of the film and Kara's ship. Like a zip 6. Associated objects. I'm gonna give the super suit and the Fortress of Solitude. If we had him and he made his appearance, which he did, he gets an automatic 15 as being a Hail Mary. Was there a direct reference in the film to him? Yes, absolutely.
That's so crazy. He
Him
would
alone
have just
would have gotten actually 28 points by him alone if you
as
had him.
a cameo character.
As a cameo character, he would have outdone my whole team as one
Yeah.
character if you were able to have him. So that's the conclusion of our first round of DCU draft. We will do round 2 post Lanterns. As of right now, you are kicking my butt.
But it doesn't mean anything. I just had a bunch of Supergirl characters, so of course that would mean that I'm jumping out in front. But I'm telling you, if you Clayface ends up with like a 90 something because these critics are like, it's so artistic, his face melts, and it's so beautiful. But they're gonna poop all over a strong woman superhero. But
I think we're
I
going to be
would
tied
bet.
by the end of Lanterns, but when it comes to Clayface, me and you are going to be sweating it out for a winner because you do have Clayface as the character as your
Yeah,
villain. So I mean, if
yeah. So
that
hopefully he
could use
maxes
some
out
points.
some stuff. But I'm worried that the movie's gonna have him portrayed as like an anti-villain because like they're gonna want to make us like him, but like by the end of it, he's gonna have full on
To be bad.
morph
Yeah.
melted and drop the clay hammer or what's it called, a mace.
Yeah, what he does with his hand thing with the
Yeah,
spikes. Yeah,
yeah. I
I think it's
think I
more of
remember him
more of a
like
mace.
yeah, or mallet or something like that. No, I hate that you guys didn't get our natural kind of OG version of this, but that's on both of us for getting far into that recording and not neither of us noticing. But, you know, we've heard other podcasts do it at some point in time too, and so today was our day, but we went over and we talked about everything that we wanted to. Like there wasn't a ton for our episode today. There's been some good news. Did we mention the guy that got cast as Gorilla Grodd?
We did not. No.
Yeah. Again, awful with names. Guys in the Netflix show The Hawks, the Will Ferrell golf show. He was in Scary Movie 7. I
Jimmy
literally,
Tatro.
yeah, literally saw his name like 2 hours ago and couldn't remember it. Um, I think he's gonna be really good as Gorilla Grodd. I think he's gonna bring some funny to it. I think he's gonna, just the way he is as an actor, he doesn't usually take roles where he's not able to goof off a little bit. Like, you'll see. You said you were gonna go watch it with Hannah, so like you'll see. He's funny. Um, but yeah, who's gonna stop him? For Jimmy's not gonna stop him, is he?
That's my thing. It's like, what's how this whole show's going to play out, and the fact of it's Jimmy Olsen, I guess, going over these villains and who they are. So like, if Gorilla Grodd's around, who took out Gorilla Grodd to where he's not being covered? If Flash isn't
I hope
around,
it's I'm hoping it's like, okay, Gorilla Grodd has like done some stuff as we come into the series, and it's starting to like be newsworthy. And so Jimmy is like, I need to get more information, and maybe it's just that. Like, maybe that's how we introduce some new heroes and stuff in there, is that like he just has to go around and like ask folks and talk to people. Um,
I'm really
or
curious what other
maybe he
villains are going to
discovers,
do in it.
yeah, that too. No, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be good though. It's gonna be really, really good. Just for those two guys. But Tessmacher will be in there too. You would Do you
Old
think
mutant
that they'll
toes.
have Corn Sweat and Lois in it? If it's a show where he's like sitting at his
Mm.
desk, how are they not gonna be in the bullpen?
Oh, dude, they're going to show up. They're going to have to. A little
Right, but how
Clark
are they
Kent
not in
cameo.
every single episode? Like, he's works in that bullpen. If it's a whole series, where else is he gonna be like doing his work besides in the bull? And it'd be sick if they had them in there, but you never get the perspective of Clark as Superman at all throughout the entire
It's just
series.
him
The
as
only
Clark showing up.
Yeah, yeah, like the only time he shows up as Superman is like maybe at the end, but like throughout the series, if he has to go do a Superman like thing, like we don't see it. Like we're just like with Jimmy. That would be cool. That seems like that would cost way too much money to have them
Yeah.
in the
I didn't
series.
even
But I
think
mean,
about the Clark Kent
I
thing. Yeah, that'd be fun.
yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm making a pretty fair point of how is he going to be working at the newspaper without those two people being right beside him in the bullpen, unless they decide to set this before Clark worked at the Daily
Or
Planet, and
they could
then you
always
could,
say like they're reporters, right? Aren't they? So they can always say that they're out interviewing people. They're out of the office right now doing interviews or reporting and stuff like that. So they don't. I guess they don't have to always be in
yeah. I
office
mean, you
for it
can
if they want.
always come up with something easy for Clark, like Superman could literally be off world, and then you could just be like, well, Clark's on and Lois are on vacation.
Well, how many times in the Superman movie did we see Jimmy at the office and they actually weren't there? It was just him with Lois, or him at the office at night alone by himself whenever he's texting uh, Tessmacher. So there, I guess there is time. There is times a lot when he's there and they're not. They're not there.
Yeah. I mean, the time that he's there by himself at the office, Lois was there with him earlier. Clark wasn't there at all, but I think
Mhm.
Lois was at, yeah, because he eventually like gives her, or when he texts Tessmacher, they're there together. No, that'll be fun. That'll be interesting. And maybe you place it when Clark hasn't started working at the Daily Planet yet.
Yeah, could do that as well.
I don't I kind of don't want that to happen. I kind
Me
of
neither.
want the Jimmy that we had at the end of Superman, like where he is as like a man and a character. I want that Jimmy that like has Tessmacher bugging him, but he's still like a ladies' man, and yeah, I want that Jimmy to like uncover something big. It'd be cool
Me
if
too.
like he discovers that like there is such a thing as like telepathic gorillas or something like that. Because to remind me, does Grodd like get his powers from being tested on, or I feel like
Yes,
they
I believe it's tested on. Yes.
it's like a scientist or whatever you would call it. There's an actual name that like studied gorillas. I feel like there was like a bunch of them, and then it's like almost like Planet of the Apes. I think like one started to get smarter than the other, but like in the comics, don't all the gorillas like eventually leave and like have their own like place that they live or kingdom or something like that?
Kind of. There's been like a gorilla city and stuff like that before. Yeah, it's. I think it's one of those things where it's been like so many different adaptations of it all has happened to where there's been like Gorilla City or uh, he goes into another dimension, leaves his own thing. It's yeah, all over the place. Quick Google says he gets his powers through exposure to either a radioactive meteorite or an alien spacecraft,
Oh,
whatever
so
that
maybe
means.
he is just like a normal gorilla like in the jungle and that happens. And then
In the live action TV series, he received the VA Star Labs particle accelerator. I feel like they're going to go more of like the tested on than probably a radioactive meteorite. I don't know. Who knows? Either one, I guess, would work
who
in our
knows?
DCU.
It's gonna be so interesting. I think of like Gorilla Grodd as like a pretty big villain. So I hope they don't like super dumb him down because that sounds bad to say, but you know what I mean? Like it's a series,
Mm-hmm.
and so like we're doing this
Hopefully,
series,
he
we're getting
doesn't
this dude
kidnap
that's like
Obama
he's
again.
yeah, because that happened on CW. They decided not to create a fake president, and they were like, Gorilla Grodd is gonna go get President Obama, and Barry's gonna have to save him. So silly.
Uh,
It was so silly. I watched it though. I watched that whole episode.
we all did. We all did.
I watched it. No, what? Yeah, Jimmy, like, is he typically in the movies that he's in plays like a comedian? Like I told you, he's the son of Will Ferrell's character in the golf show, so he's always got funny chops and like comedic timing. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how they like depict this and like how he's gonna be like is he gonna be like going after Jimmy? Are they gonna be like against each other? So are there gonna be other heroes? There's got to be other heroes. It can't just
Got a
be a
hint at
Jimmy
some of them
show.
at least.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, it's Gorilla Grodd. Jimmy's not
Yeah.
taking down Gorilla Grodd by himself. It's not happening. He's got to have somebody.
No.
But no, I think for the most part, that's kind of all the news and where we are. We'll be
I
like
think so too.
fully shifting from Supergirl to um Lanterns in the next week or so with like some prep. Supergirl probably won't be in theaters much longer. I would almost think that it would be on HBO Max by mid-August at the absolute, like when Lanterns is coming out. I would
I
almost
saw it's
like,
already coming out on DVD too.
yeah, that might honestly be a smart play for them is to put Supergirl and Lanterns out at the exact same time. That way, if like Lanterns is really good, you can be like, oh, well, I guess I need to go watch Supergirl and Superman before it. So that might be um a cool play for that. But no, we've got some boots on the ground, hopefully at San Diego Comic Con. So if we hear anything cool, or get any news about anything that's not just like openly out there or extra, we can talk about it. We'll talk about it. Um, but other than that, anything else?
Shouldn't be. I think we're all good.
Well, alrighty. Well, everybody have a good weekend. Thank you guys. Please remember to subscribe and follow us on all of our social media by searching at the Sons of Gunn Podcast. And until next week, always remember to look up. See you guys.